Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Jimmy Lewis. I'm here with my wife and law partner Alexa Lewis, and today we're going to be talking about relocation provisions and parenting plans.
Hey Jimmy, have you had a case where the parties have already reached a resolution, case is completely over, and one parent decides, hey, I'm going to move to Texas?
Certainly have, and especially considering that we deal with a lot of military cases, relocation is not an uncommon topic of conversation that we deal with.
Exactly. So let's say that the parenting plan is already in place.
Mm-hmm.
How does relocation affect that parenting plan?
Well, generally, depending on, every case is obviously different, circumstances are always different, but oftentimes a relocation by one parent a significant distance away will trigger a modification of custody.
Okay.
As that would be a material change in circumstances.
Sure. Or parenting time,
Or
right?
parenting
If they're
time.
the non-custodial
Yep,
parent.
exactly.
Okay.
So we have done a number of things in parenting plans when we're trying to resolve these issues. And a lot of times it can be carving out defined extended periods that the child does not have school, that more time could be spent with that non-custodial parent, where they're obviously not getting as much regular parenting time to try to keep things relatively even or consistent as they previously were.
So let's break that down.
Yep.
So say the non-custodial parent had every other weekend parenting time. The parties lived within 20 miles of each other.
Yep.
And then the non-custodial parent decides to move to California. What you're basically saying is we're probably going to carve out more summertime,
Exactly.
the longer school breaks.
Yep.
And we're probably going to give them the option of visiting with the child either the long weekend of the month,
Yep.
or they have the option of coming to where the child resides to
Yep.
exercise parenting time one or two weekends a month,
Yep.
something like that.
Absolutely. And a lot of times, like any case, it's going to be a lot financially depending on how far that parent has moved.
Sure.
Like you referenced California. Okay, that's a significant distance. Let's say they move a couple hours away to Birmingham.
Okay.
Okay, that's not nearly as much of a time and financial restraint on exercising parenting time, but it is still a bit of a hindrance.
Sure.
Now,
Yeah.
see, something like that, you can absolutely still tweak the parenting plan to lengthen out some of those times, but still making sure that non-custodial parents still getting a significant amount of time.
And it can certainly impact, so I'll use your Birmingham example. It can certainly impact if a party had Thursday to Monday visitation, you're now looking at Friday to Sunday,
Yep.
or Saturday, Sunday, something like that. You're probably looking at transportation arrangements like driving halfway
Yep.
or paying for airlines and things like that. So it's a lot to consider.
Absolutely.
And it could absolutely impact what your parenting schedule looks like depending on how far you go. But sometimes it may not even trigger a modification of custody. We may just be looking at the parenting schedule.
Very true. Now, if you have any questions about relocations and parenting plans, give us a call at Shoemaker and Lewis.